Jacksonville Jaguars' evolving roster aims for significant breakthroughs in upcoming NFL season rejuvenation. As the Jacksonville Jaguars prepare for the upcoming NFL season, several position groups are gearing up for significant improvements. With a blend of emerging talent and strategic adjustments, the team is focused on making a notable impact on the field. At the helm, the quarterback position remains a focal point for the Jaguars. After a promising performance last season, Trevor Lawrence is expected to take another step forward. His growth in understanding the game and his ability to read defenses will be crucial. The coaching staff is optimistic that Lawrence will build on his previous successes, aiming for a more consistent and explosive offensive presence. The Jaguars' wide receiver group is also set for breakthroughs. With a mix of veterans and young talent, the team is looking to enhance its aerial attack. The addition of new players has injected fresh energy into the squad, creating healthy competition for starting roles. This depth is essential for spreading the field and providing Lawrence with multiple options, which can lead to more scoring opportunities. Defensive line. Building on last season's momentum, on the defensive side, the Jaguars' defensive line is determined to build on last season's momentum. With key players returning and some strategic acquisitions, there is a strong belief that this group can become a dominant force. The focus will be on improving their pass rush and run-stopping capabilities, which are vital for maintaining pressure on opposing offenses. Linebacker unit. Seeking consistency. The linebacker unit is another area where breakthroughs are expected. With a commitment to improving their tackling and coverage skills, this group is poised to become a more cohesive unit. The Jaguars are emphasizing communication and teamwork, which will be crucial in executing defensive schemes effectively throughout the season. The secondary is an essential component of the Jaguars' defense that is also under the spotlight. With a few new faces and returning players, the team aims to enhance its pass defense. The focus will be on creating turnovers and limiting big plays, which could significantly alter the dynamics of games. As the Jacksonville Jaguars head into the new NFL season, the potential for breakthroughs across various positions is palpable. With a commitment to development and a strong roster foundation, the team is aiming for a rejuvenation that could lead to a successful campaign. The combination of young talent and experienced players will be pivotal in achieving the goals set for this season. In the heart of Northeast Florida, something is stirring within Everbank Stadium. The Jacksonville Jaguars, a team long seen as an underdog, a footnote, a rebuild in progress, are no longer content with potential alone. As the 2025 NFL season approaches, their evolving roster and renewed culture are sending out a clear signal. Jacksonville is ready to rise. It's not just talk, it's a shift, subtle but seismic. A roster in motion after a frustrating 2024 season that saw flashes of brilliance buried under inconsistency, the Jaguars front office went back to the drawing board. General manager Trent Baalke and head coach Doug Peterson knew that if Jacksonville was to make the leap from promising to perennial, talent alone wouldn't be enough. Chemistry, depth, and experience would need to work in concert. First, the offensive line was given an overhaul. In a league where quarterback pressure can unravel even the best-laid plans, Jacksonville's front five has often been a liability. But this offseason, the team brought in two new veterans, one via free agency and another through a shrewd draft day trade, whose primary asset isn't just skill, but leadership. Adam DeFay, by drafting Joe Jackson in 1985, Jackson refurbished the team to be a prime overall and cut the film on a raft. And Jackson refurbished the team, he reshaped it. Alongside returning stalwarts, the line looks less like a patchwork and more like a wall built to last. Quarterback Trevor Lawrence, the once crowned prince of college football, enters year 4 with more on his shoulders and more weapons around him. Though Christian Kirk and Zay Jones have provided steady options, the addition of rookie wideout Malachi Brooks, a second-round pick with first-round explosiveness, has electrified fans and defenders alike. Combine that with the continued development of tight end Evan Engram and the 1-2 punch of Travis Etienne and rookie bruiser Jalen Harper in the backfield, and Jacksonville's offense has quietly become one of the more balanced and dynamic units in the league. Youth plus experience equals rejuvenation. What makes this Jaguars roster especially compelling is its balance of youth and experience. On defense, the transformation is even more noticeable. The 2024 unit, while full of young playmakers like Josh Allen and Devin Lloyd, lacked consistent shutdown ability. That may now change thanks in part to the arrival of free safety Xavier McKinney in free agency and the development of second-year cornerback Tariq Stevenson, who impressed in the final stretch last season. The Jaguars' defensive identity, aggressive, opportunistic, and fast, is finally aligning with their personnel. Mike Caldwell's defense is no longer a learning lab for rookies. It's a cohesive machine built for disruption. You can feel it in the locker room, says linebacker Foyset Oluokun, one of the team's emotional leaders. There's a different hunger now, not just to win, but to dominate. The Doug Peterson effect? Doug Peterson, never the flashiest of coaches, is nonetheless the architect of Jacksonville's slow but steady climb. A former Super Bowl winner with Philadelphia, Peterson has brought stability and vision to a franchise that has long struggled to define itself. Now, his patient, player-first philosophy is paying dividends. Peterson understands the psychology of football just as well as the X's and O's. His emphasis on accountability and mental preparation has turned a young, mistake-prone team into one that plays with clarity and confidence. The Jaguars of 2025 are not afraid of the big moments. They're preparing to own them. Perhaps most crucially, Peterson and Balke have built a locker room culture around resilience. This is no small feat for a team that once cycled through coaches and quarterbacks like seasons. Now, the team's core, from Lawrence to Allen to Etienne, is stable, focused, and maturing together. The AFC gauntlet, of course, the path to success is anything but clear. The AFC remains a juggernaut conference with Patrick Mahomes' Chiefs, Joe Burrow's Bengals, and Lamar Jackson's Ravens all formidable threats. The Houston Texans, led by C.J. Stroud, are surging, the Titans are retooling, and the Bills still have Josh Allen. But Jacksonville is no longer a team trying to catch up. They're in a fight. The 2025 schedule is filled with measuring stick games, a rematch against the Chiefs, a Monday night showdown with the Jets, and a late-season tilt with the Bengals that could determine playoff seeding. Each game is a test, and the Jaguars, perhaps for the first time in over a decade, have the answers. A city ready to believe beyond the roster and playbook. There's a renewed spirit in Jacksonville. For years, fans have waited for the promise to match the performance. Now, with a team that blends raw talent with growing maturity, hope is more than just a marketing slogan. It's a reality. Season ticket sales are up, training camp is buzzing, and Lawrence, once dubbed the next Andrew Luck, now plays not under the shadow of expectations, but in the spotlight of earned leadership. You want the city to feel proud to wear the teal again, Lawrence said during OTAs. We're not just here to compete, we're here to win. The road ahead. There are no guarantees in the NFL, especially in a conference as brutal as the AFC. Injuries, slumps, and bad bounces are part of the game. But what separates contenders from pretenders is not just talent, but adaptability and identity. The Jacksonville Jaguars, for the first time in years, know who they are. They've built a team, not just a roster. They've fostered belief, not just hype. And as the 2025 season kicks off, they're not asking for respect anymore. They're ready to earn it, week by week. Breakthroughs aren't born in headlines. They happen in the trenches, in locker rooms, on film, and under pressure. Jacksonville's rejuvenated squad is poised for something the city hasn't seen in a generation. Not just a winning season, but a defining one. And this time, they're not sneaking up on anyone.